Everything's ready to go. This is Talladega. It's the NCCS Grand Nationals. Well, it's not the it's the TRN Grand Nationals is what I meant to say. And it is Talladega. 25 laps in the Can-Am 300 for the 7th race of 16. Closing in on the halfway point for the Grand National season. We have Nathan, Diego, Nikki. Good to see you guys. 40 cars ready to go. Not much else to say, really. Can't think of much else. Let's get adjusted here. I know I'm running a couple minutes behind here, so make sure we get things up and running. Again, 25 laps, and damage is set to moderate because this is the default version, which tends to have some carnage under caution, which is very annoying, but not much can be done really about that because the racing is usually pretty good otherwise. So we'll see what happens. Kenny Stramby coming into this still as the commanding point leader. We'll see if he'll leave with as much of a point lead. Finally completely done. Oh, yay! Sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think I know exactly what you are talking about, and I look forward to seeing it. Sweet. Alrighty. So, I don't want to delay this too long, so we'll get a look at the top 10 starting positions as per usual, even though this is Talladega, so it probably won't matter very much. Noah Descargo for the second time this season on the pole, I think. Second time this season. In the 48, that bright yellow car. One dislike. Time for Wharf. Well, I don't care. I don't care if this gets to 10. I don't care if it gets to 50. If they aren't going to reveal themselves and say why, I don't care. Anyways, Descargo on the pole and Daniel Bouchard to the outside. And then you got Joey Hamilton, a great qualifying run there in the 99. Dale Salzman to his outside. And you got Hannah Higdon and Nathan Orman, 5th and 6th. Jonathan Hoffman, Ben Krautz, Travis Crampton, and Aldra Baranowskis, the top 10. So, see how this will play out. There are the full 40 starting positions. Everyone ready to go in the Grand Nationals. In preparation for the NCCS race as well, which will likely be tomorrow night at this very racetrack. We'll see how it turns out in the Can-Am 300. We gotta fire them up. Let's get this thing going.
Driver, start your engine!
A bit of a different sound mod in for this one. Hopefully it works properly. It's a very quiet one for some reason, which is a little weird, but well, not much you can do there. We'll wait for everyone to get rolling here. We'll make sure everyone is rolling, and it looks like everyone is. No one is on pit road by the looks of it, so we'll see here. Yeah. I mean, 45 minutes, that should be doable. So Descargo and Bouchard on the front row, but not that that's going to matter much. This is Talladega after all. Just confirm that everyone is going to take the green flag here, which it looks like they will. Pace car is going to pull onto pit road. The 48 and 37 to lead them to the green flag here in the Can-Am 300. 25 laps, and this is Talladega. So you never know what's going to happen. Coming into the restart zone. And the green flag is in the air. It's showtime, boys, at Talladega. This sound mod is way too quiet. I'm going to have to turn on my OBS volume a bit so that you can even hear them. I'll do that here in just a moment. Noah Descargo holds the lead at the moment. Ahead of Joey Hamilton, the 99. Here comes Hannah Higdon on the inside. Trying to get underneath the 99. Not able to do it. 48 holds the lead. I'm just going to adjust my volume here really quickly so that you can actually hear. Is that already 4 wide? Looks like it might be. Right, there we go. So hopefully that's a little better. Make sure they didn't wreck or something while I was doing that. They are 4 wide back here though, which can get a little dicey, but it looks like they'll calm that down pretty quickly. Tom Jonas is just barely hanging in there in the 57. Here comes Hamilton on the inside with Jonathan off behind him. Good to see Luke Rainey and Kyle. Just in time indeed. Pack racing at 190 miles an hour. 44 way up the racetrack there. Joey Hamilton's going to lead a lap, trying to stay ahead of Daytona winner Jonathan Hoff, the number 60, is not able to get back in front of him. So Hoff to the lead. Josh Phillips in second in the 54. Then you got Sebastian Kugel and Jack Halleck all lined up there in the inside lane. Diego Yepez, the 1 car, that orange car, as well. Thought about 3 wide there. That's second thoughts. Still side by side for the most part up here toward the front. 3 wide further back. Things looking pretty calm so far. I think I see the 25 there has found his way to the inside lane about mid-pack. Drag race to lead this lap. It's Josh Phillips, the 54, just barely. Sebastian Kukeline going to make it 3 wide. Put the 60 way up there with no help. Jay Jefferson, the number 7, is also going up here in the inside lane. Going to see a little bit of cycling going on here. For the most part in this race, at least a bit. But if a hole opens up, you bet they're going to take advantage of it and try and get back up there. New leader, number 6. And now Yepez to the inside, makes that stick. And with help from Jefferson, new leader. That orange number 1 car, even though it says yellow on it. And then Elijah Gordon, and there he is in the chant. In the number 50. Yes, that thing. Roger Ray had a bit of a run there. Gordon took advantage. Still being clear. And now gets to the inside of the 7. Right behind Diego Paz and Kyle Langland right behind him. Then Christian Vargas, the 44. I think that's the weirdest car in general. Not too often you see a sponsorship like that. That looks like a bit of 4 wide for the back. See if they'll be able to keep that settled as Langland puts him up to the outside lane. Some weird lanes being taken there. The 44 running a little higher. There's Sean McKean. Might make the move onto the 7. Man, we're seeing some interesting moves here, and it's pretty early in the race. I haven't said much about Michael Anderson, the 38, throughout the course of this season so far. You probably wouldn't see that thing ever. A VeggieTales sponsored car. But hey, it's alright. You're sponsored by the Marines, which is interesting. There's a lot of patriotic cars here in the Grand Nationals. The 32 is support our troops. I think that there's a Navy car in there somewhere. But so far so good. Lap 7, still green, still fairly calm. Langley gets put up to the outside, no help. Max Anderson now second, looks to maybe try and take the lead away from Yepez. Daniel Bouchard back up now into the 3rd position. If Ben Crouch doesn't get underneath him, which he will here, in the number 12. Connie Cameri, the number 30. Jack Legacy, number 10. Going to see a lot of drivers coming and going throughout the course of this one. Still early on and still green, surprisingly. Would have thought we would have seen something by now, but it's alright, not complaining. Still got all 40 cars here packed together. New leader, Michael Anderson. Ben Kraut second. Luke Rainey fourth now on the inside lane in the number 2. Colton Yo's moving up. And now we're going pretty staggered 3 wide. Our new leader, Ben Kraus, number 12. As my goodness, this sound mod is way too quiet. I need to stop using it. The car's going up high there. Might risk going 4 wide, which on a track like this ain't really going to work all that well. I mean, you can fit 4 cars, but it gets a little tight. And of course, the dreaded locking wheels can generally take place. There's the 4 wide. Kyle Langland forcing the issue underneath of Daniel Bouchard. But Jay Jefferson comes back down. We stay 3 wide. Still good. Still going. Ben Kraut's still leading. Colton Yo got up to second. Chris Hayden's going to take that away from him. In the number 23. Coming to start lap 10 this time. That's Xavier Griffin, the 43, on the move. Chris Salovek gets put into the middle lane by Aiden de Gabriel. "110% AI, yes sir. This is 110%. It's. I know it looks kind of slow and kind of weird and whatever. I mean, this is GNS physics, which is completely different from what the NCCS uses. So we'll see how that will play out when the NCCS comes here. They have not wrecked yet. We have been green flagged this whole time so far. Things pretty calm so far, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is show you just how tight it can get. And a little bit of, I guess you could call this some cranking up action. We'll go on board with someone here. I think the best one for the job there, or wait, well, if we don't go 4 wide, which we might. Oh, Colton Yost is able to stay ahead. Chris Hayden gets shuffled out. We're going to go on board with Christian Vargas for a little bit to see just what it's like to race here at Talladega. Need some action up the road here. A little bit of 4 wide. They're going to get that settled down. Hopefully so. This sound mod is definitely way too quiet. But it sounds good otherwise. Yeah, it's starting to get a little dicey now. We're pretty much halfway through this thing. New leader Nathan Orman, the 21. Carter Friesen is second. Oscar Anderson third. Hope you enjoyed that little... Hope you enjoyed that bit of action. And actually got to listen to the sound mod a little bit. We have been green this whole time, which I'm actually pretty surprised at, but it's not over yet, obviously. New leader 21, as I already said. Mr. Redundancy. But might have a new leader here. If the 32 has enough of a run, he's got Josh Phillips coming with him. And it looks like he will get into the preferred lane. Ethan Timms the 18, Andrew Baranowskis the 20. Anna Higdon the 0, and Tom Jonas 57. First time we mentioned that car up here so far. We are coming to take only 11 laps to go. This race is moving right along. With it being caution-free up to this point. Jonathan Hoff gets shuffled out of line. Do love those flyby shots. Here comes Phillips. Looking to take the lead away. Ethan Timms might make it 3 wide. The intensity's starting to ramp up a little bit. Drivers trying to get into the right spots. They're trying to get themselves into position to get up toward the front at the end. There for a while, drivers are probably just trying to log some laps, get a further ways into the race. Just play it safe, but now it's starting to ramp up a little bit. It's 10 laps to go. Who is in the best position is the question. Right now, Ethan Timms the race leader. Andrew Baranowskis, Kyle Langland, Jack Halleck, top 4. And Elijah Gordon's up here as well, the number 50. The number 1 is right there. You just see that right there. So on the inside, moving up, might be in a good spot. Joey Hamilton, after stepping into that 99 car. His original driver stepped away. We are now coming to single-digit laps remaining. 9 to go now. Still, the 18 holds it. Vargas finds a lane there in the inside lane. He gets down there and takes advantage. Langland with the last-minute move to the inside. And he will put the 18 to the outside. New leader, the 25. 50 already looking low. Hamilton going with him. Daniel Bouchard might put the 99 in the middle of a 3-wide situation. Has better thoughts on it. But Vargas is going to put Bouchard into the middle lane. It's going to hurt him a little bit. But new leader, the 50, Elijah Gordon. Coming to lap 18. They are 4 wide. Again, that is where things can get a little dicey. I'm going to keep my eye on this. Again, are they going to settle it down? It looks like they probably will. And they did. And these guys doing a great job. Just keeping it clean, keeping it calm. Well, I shouldn't say calm, but clean. Here comes Vargas with Diego Yepes behind. But this is the point that if you're leading right now, is it too early to be leading? As they go 3 wide, that allows the 50 to pull a slight gap. Roger Ray right behind the 1 car. They are coming now to 7 laps remaining. A lot of synchronized moves, a lot of patience, and a lot of care going into these moves. Diego Yepes, new leader. Sebastian Kukulin is here on the inside. Luke Rainey, after coming oh so close at Las Vegas, would like to get one here. But he gets put in the middle lane by Chris Salavic, number 90. Coming to 6 laps remaining. Don't count anyone out of this thing yet. 6 laps to go here. A caution, if it is going to happen, will have to happen this lap. If it happens after that, the race will end under the yellow flag. A lot of 3 wide all over the place. Was that 4? Nope, thought I saw the 0 trying to make it 4 wide. Had better thoughts on it. Got back in line. We're still 3 wide. This has been a pretty impressive show here from all these cars. Playing it cool, playing it smart. Diego Pez the leader, Colton Yo, Dale Salzman, Johnny Gardner all on the inside. I'm looking for the 12, just kind of scanning around there. We're coming to 5 laps to go. This is it, point of no return pretty much. A caution at this point will end the race. Under the yellow flag, we will race back, but after that, that is it. Ben Kraut's right there on the inside. Couldn't have a shot at it. That's a pretty good spot to be in. Potentially. Let's see, does Colton Yo hang in there behind him? Well, Colton Yo does. Dale Salzman does not. And will get the run to the inside of the 88. Diego Pez is loving what he's seeing. Coming to 4 to go now. Joe Rutkowski in the 08. First time we've mentioned that name so far. There's Michael Anderson once again. Ben Kraut, Derek Hamill, the 5. I think it's Derek Hamill. Yes, it is. Sean McKean is there as well. We'll see here. 4 to go. It will be a pretty impressive feat, I think, if Yepes is able to hang on. But Salzman's got a quick car, but so does Yepes. So we'll see here. We'll see who makes the move first. Everyone stays in line. Out goes Michael. Ben Kraut's wanting to go with him. They continue to exchange second place like it's nothing. All behind the 1 car. Didn't last long. We're coming to 3 to go. Ben Kraut's now on the inside again. Another change here for second place. Jack Lagasse, Alan Bowman in that 46. On his way up here as well. Who's going to make the move this time? There goes Crouch. Not much drafting help, though. Can he keep it down there? Bowman wanting to go with him. Gets underneath of Lagasse. And Ben Crouch is into the preferred lane. They are 4 wide. Rutkowski put way up there. He's holding it up way up next to the wall. They settle it down. Ben Kraut's new leader. Here comes Alan Bowman coming to 2 to go. Nathan Ormond right behind the 46. Chris Myers is here in the 49. And Kenny Stremme looking to extend his point lead. Could do it here. New leader. The 46. But the 21 with a run. Myers wanting to go up the middle there. Couldn't quite make that work. Ormond to the inside. We are coming to the white flag. Here in the Can-Am 300. It has been caution-free up to this point. And if we take the white flag, we will race back no matter what. Can Kenny Stremme go for win number 3? But even before the halfway point of the season. He's got a shot at it. He's coming up to second place. White flag in the air at Talladega. Carter Friesen, the 13, is there. Who has the best shot? Can Kenny Stremme get win number 3 and extend that point lead even more? He looks to the inside. No help. Can Ormond stay clear? He does not. Stremme in the preferred lane. Carter Friesen trying to help the 21. Can Jonathan Hoff get a last-minute run here? He's looking. He's looking. It's not enough. Kenny Stremme, impressively, win number 3 in the season in the Grand Nationals. Already a dominating lead coming into that, and it is going to grow massively. Thanks to that one. Man, he is on a roll. We'll see if he'll be able to keep that roll going. But then after that, Nathan Ormond will emerge second place. That was a 3-wide finish there for second place. Nathan Ormond got the best of that. Jonathan Hoff and Tom Jonas will emerge fourth. A great run there. Just ahead of Carter Friesen, who rounds out the top 5. That would be the 4, actually. Then you got Connor Kamuri in excellent 6th place. Josh Phillips, Chris Myers, Matthew Hartford. First time we mentioned that name in this race as well. Will emerge top 10. He will finish 9th place in the top 10 for Diego Yepes as well. It's 9, right? You mean Kenny Stremme? Stremme's in the 4. I don't think there is a 9 car. Well, ouch. But a pretty impressive race there, and caution free. I am actually quite amazed at that. That was completely caution free. Not a single wreck, not a single problem. Everything was all good there. Wow. Well, we'll see if the NCCS will be the same way, which will likely be tomorrow night at the same time. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as usual. Gotta go see how the point standings stack up. Kenny Stremme win number 3. My goodness, he is just on a dominating roll. He gets another one. Man, what a job so far. Got NCCS tomorrow from that same track. But for right now, we gotta see how big that lead is. Because it is going to be pretty dang huge. Whoops. And how does everything else stack up? Let's find out. And to Charlotte for the next race of the Grand Nationals. Get everything readjusted here. There we go. So 7 races in. And up at the top, it is 40 points ahead of Jonathan Hoff. Actually, not as big as I thought. But Kenny Stremme still dominating this thing. He is 40 ahead of Jonathan Hoff in second place. Diego Yepes sitting in third, 49 back. And you got Sean McKean and Jack Halleck. All just keeping it consistent. Derek Hamill there in 6th. Carter Friesen, Jack Legacy, Audrey Baranowskis, Chris Salavec. All completely stacked right there. From 4th to 10th. Sebastian Kukelan, Alan Bowman all right there. Luke Rainey, Danny Bouchard. Ben Croucher tied for 14th. Season. Man, is he looking strong. As we take a look at the full point standings, there they are. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to wrap this up. Pretty interesting Talladega race, completely caution free. Pretty uneventful and a very quiet sound mod, kind of hurt things there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use the other sound mod that I had planned, because that one is also pretty quiet. But we'll see. So, yeah, not too much else to say other than thank you all for watching that one. And I will see you all again tomorrow, probably. I will confirm it on Discord then for the NCCS from Talladega. And next race for Grand Nationals will be Charlotte, as I said. We'll see what will happen there. We'll see if Stremme can extend that even farther. That is the question right now. We'll just have to wait and see. So thank you all for watching. See you all in the next one. Until then, take care. and bye for now.